Welcome back to the Hades 32 Heat series, where we're clearing Hades at 32 Heat with every weapon, every aspect, and a few fun challenge runs. Today we're gonna do Hera. Hera's fun. I like Hera. There's about a dozen different ways you can do a Hera build. I'm gonna show you my personal favorite. Hera's interesting, because what it lets you do is instead of firing your cast, you can load your cast into your attack, and then when you use your attack, it will launch that cast. So you can load all three and fire all three casts at once with a single attack. In addition to that, it actually reduces the Bloodstone drop time to 5 seconds. So comparing that to literally anything else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I don't know how to count. Is it 15 seconds? About a 15-second drop time. With Hera, that gets reduced to 5 seconds, which means that casts that lodge into foes are actually arguably your better way of making the most of this build. You can do things like Trippy Flare, or Trippy Shot with Dionysus, and that works, but the Festive Fog lasts 5 seconds, or the casts themselves dislodge in 5 seconds. Either way, it's about the same results, really. It's not really a huge difference one way or the other. I do like the Trippy Shot build. I think that there's a lot you can do with it. If you get like Drunken Strike and Blackout, that's great. But I do have a bit of a soft spot for Aphrodite with this build. Aphrodite's casts are the highest damage casts that can actually get lodged into an enemy. Oh, I accidentally took a screenshot. Didn't mean to do that. And as it just so happens, outside we are being offered Aphrodite with an epic rarity Crush Shot, and that is why we are going to be doing Hera today. A couple things we're going to want to go for with this build. I particularly like using Aphrodite's cast with Parting Shot. It's nice if you can get Artemis and Poseidon Mirage Shot as well. Not really required, but it is nice. Only thing we're changing on our Mirror of Night settings is instead of Stygian Soul, we're going to use Infernal Soul. And we're not going to change anything on our Mirror of Night settings, so we'll just go right into it. But yeah, there's a couple things you can do with Aphrodite Hera build. Mirage Shot is great, Parting Shot is great. Artemis is something we're definitely going to want to take eventually so that we can get Exit Wounds. Because as much as, you know, it's not the greatest boon, it does help quite a bit against Hades.
Hi, Aphrodite.
No need to worry.
And Crush Shot at epic rarity, perfect. And the other thing that we're likely going to want to go for as well is some Hermes boons. Now there's a few that I would like to get. Like there's two in particular. Oh, sorry, excuse me. There's two in particular that I would really like to go for, but I'm not heartbroken if we don't get both. Or if we, yeah. Like, if we only get one, that's fine, but I really want to make sure we get at least one. Ooh, okay, we're being offered Poseidon right off the bat. That might actually be... You know what, let's take him right now. The alternative is an Obel or I think that was a Centaur Heart. Not really anything we critically need right now.
Stop right there.
Whereas if we can get Poseidon early, we will likely never have to take him again. But if we do take him, if we get a main for Poseidon, then there's two things in particular that will work especially well with this build with Poseidon. One... Okay, I have to pay a little bit of attention here. There we go, good. I have to really make sure I deal with these witches. There we go, okay. These guys I'm not too worried about. One of the things that I want with Poseidon is a prerequisite for Mirage Shot, which we will get as soon as we get any of his mains. The second thing that I want, if we can get it, Tempest Strike. There it is. So the reason I want Tempest Strike is that it will knock back foes with our attack, which will then push them back in range of our Crush Shot. Does that make sense? So if I attack, the attack will knock them back, and then the Crush Shot will hit them as they're knocked back. We do not want Dionysus, so we're just going to move on. And now if we can get Artemis, which we should be able to get in if we force her in Asphodel, unless we get her naturally, which would be even better. But if we get Artemis, we will have everything we need for Mirage Shot. There we go, Crush Shot upgraded level. And we can also start making our way towards Fully Loaded. Fully Loaded is especially helpful for Hera. The more casts you have with Hera, the better. But I do prefer to find ways to improve the usefulness of our existing casts more than I enjoy getting extra casts. But it does... Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I like to find ways to maximize our existing casts a little bit more than I like finding extra casts, especially if we can get things like quick reload and greater recall. That would make having 3 casts as good as 6, really. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, no, we don't need Zeus. Let's check the shop, see if we have something of value here. Ooh, too risky. Too risky. If we get offered something we don't need, that could really mess us up. Oops. There we go. Now, if we do end up with Poseidon again, we could... Ooh, yes, we definitely want Athena. Because if we can get Parting Shot, that would be excellent. Now, if we do get offered Poseidon again, we could take Razor Shoals, which would give us privileged status, and that would be great. But we're not going to go out of the way to get Poseidon. If he comes across our way, then great. Okay, Athena's Aid. I want to make absolutely sure. Yes, that is a prerequisite for Parting Shot. Is it? Okay, it's also a prerequisite for Unshakable Metal, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind, but Athena's Aid would be very, very helpful there. Okay, so Athena's Aid is just a helpful boon to have in general, no matter what build you're doing. And on top of that, now we have the prerequisites for Parting Shot. Wouldn't it be great if we could get it before leaving Tartarus? Depending on what's offered in Charon's shop at the end of the region, it is possible. I'm not going to hold my breath for that, but you never know. Ooh, double palm. Let's go for it. Why not? We're going to take lots of Erebus Gates this time around, it looks like. Worth the risk. Hammers aren't really going to be very useful for us with this build. Just hammers really affect our attack patterns, and because we're focusing more on our cast than anything else, it's not going to be as effective or useful as, say... Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, because we're focusing more on our cast than our actual attack or special, hammers aren't going to be as useful as, say, Hermes. Okay, can we please deal with this thing? There we go, okay. That's fine, I'll deal with these things all day long. These things aren't too much of a threat. We can rip down their shields with our flourish. There we go. Nice. Good. Done. Double palm. Crush Shot level 6 with 259 damage. That's excellent. That's a great start. Oh, okay. We're being offered Aphrodite and Athena again. Let's take it. I don't know if you can get Blown Kiss with Hera. Every time I've tried this build, I've never gotten Blown Kiss. Ooh, and Chaos too. Even better. I don't know if it's possible. I really don't know. Let me take a look. What's the prereqs for Blown Kiss? It just says Crush Shot. It doesn't say... I would love to get this. Cast shoots farther and is stronger against undamaged foes, but I don't actually know if it's possible with Hera. Every time I've done this build, I've never once gotten it. So, with that in mind, sweet surrender. Yeah, there we go. 10% bonus damage.
I'm disappointed.
So that's the way it is then.
Oh dear. We were doing fine when we were taking them out as they were showing up, but once they all showed up at once, this became a little bit more deadly, especially because they've got lock on. There we go. We're good. What do we got? What do we got? Divine Dash? Divine Dash, I'll take it. That's beautiful. Okay, Chaos right before a shop. That's perfect. That's a free Chaos gate. We're going to get a shop next, right after this anyway. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, ooh. Addled Grasp would be fantastic if we weren't, if it wasn't for the curse. I would love to have an extra cast, but I can't afford to not use my cast. Same with Slippery Favor. I can't afford to not pick up my casts for 13 seconds. We could deal with facing more foes, and the, you know, bonus backstab damage will synergize with Parting Shot. So let's go for that. Roiling Ambush. I just realized we're taking a little bit too long with this. Okay, we're being offered Hermes and Aphrodite. Let's take Aphrodite, see if we get Parting Shot.
Don't spend it all in one
Oh.
place, mate.
Okay, sure. I don't need this, but I'll take it.
Let's break some bones.
We're not inflicting weaks so frequently that Charm's actually going to trigger very often, and when we do, it might actually kind of mess us up a bit, but I'll take it. Hey, look at that. Got it right off the bat. The more casts we get, the more chances we'll have to do that, but I'll be honest, I'm more inclined to purge that for a couple of reasons. Because this is still something that I'm new to on this Steam account. I'm used to playing on the Switch. There's actually a achievement that you can get, a Steam achievement, for purging a legendary boon. I don't have that yet. I'd be okay with picking that up. I just realized we have 47 seconds left. We need to finish this right now. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Got it. Yeah, that took way too long. I don't know if we lost time somewhere. It was probably the Erebus gates, honestly. I was trying to take too much time to get through the Erebus gates, and as a result, we lost some time there. You know what? We spent 270 obol on it, and we can purge it for 420. We don't need this. We honestly don't.
Won't be needing that.
And thanks, but no thanks. Purge a legendary boon. Cool, got the Steam achievement. I'll never have to do that again. Normally I'll be like, well, it doesn't hurt to have, so why not? But it's an achievement up for grab. Let's take it. Why not? Okay, what do we got? I took the Adamant Arrowhead, right? I hope so. Yes, okay, so we took the Adamant Arrowhead. With that, we should be able to get Artemis. If we get an Artemis main, that'll open the door to Mirage Shot. And if we get an Artemis secondary boon, whether it's exit wounds, pressure points, support fire, any one of them will be one of the prerequisites we need for fully loaded. So
Almost finished with these.
anything we get will be helpful in its own way. Oh, lovely. Yes. Yep. Oh, gather round, please. There we go. Yeah, that's how you do it. Beauty.
What do we have?
Alright, what do we got? Let's take Hermes. Let's see if we can get quick reload. That would be great if we can get quick reload. If only because it will open the door to greater recall without us needing to take the Lambent Plume. And enemies dropping casts faster is never a bad thing. Also, thank you, Thanatos, for stopping the timer. I was a little bit too... spent a bit too much time in Tartarus, so I appreciate the assist here. Yeah, okay, can you stop that, please? Nope. No, thank you. Go away. Dan, you can deal with most of them. I am kind of in a situation where I'm dealing with a bunch of lava pools, and I don't like that. Okay, please. Quick reload, I will take that. So the drop time is now 2.5 seconds, not 5 seconds. So we just cut our drop time in half. That is excellent. Okay, what do we got? A hammer, heart, and
Off we go.
a shop. Artemis, done.
Just what I need.
Exit wounds, done.
Yum.
Okay. Now, yes, we want as much Artemis as we can get at this point. Pressure points will open the door to fully loaded. A main will open the door to Mirage Shot.
Have to say, the barge of
I am going to prioritize fully loaded over Mirage Shot because 2 extra casts is 66% damage bonus over our current existing damage if we're talking about just casts alone, whereas Mirage Shot is only 30%. I know it's not that simple. There's more to it than that, but we're just looking at the numbers.
back to dust.
But also, mains are easy. Pressure points and support fire don't always get offered. I would actually rather take pressure points or support fire first, because otherwise if we take a main, then it could offer us things like Hunter's Mark or Clean Kill instead. There we go, pressure points. Now we have everything we need for fully loaded. We just need an Artemis main, and then any boon we take has a potential of offering us a duo or a legendary that we need. In the case of Aphrodite or Athena, they have a chance of offering us parting shot. In the case of Poseidon, it's Mirage Shot. In the case of Artemis, it's both Mirage Shot or fully loaded. And even if we just get offered something like Sweet Nectar or Unshakable Metal, nothing wrong with those. You know, not what we're going for, but nothing wrong with having them. I'm missing a cast. There it is. It would be great if we can get greater recall. We have the prereqs for it with quick reload, so it could happen.
Good enough to eat.
Ooh, okay, 4% or 9 more base. Or 1% more crit. I think Crush Shot still. We don't need any more obol. Let's just take the hammer so it gets out of the way and stops being offered. I just realized we still had Curse of Chaos active and now it's expired, so that's excellent. We won't be dealing with massive crowds of enemies anymore. Ah! Ah! Okay, we're good. Yeah, and that 2.5 second drop time paired with exit wounds is especially helpful, because with this, 1, 2, done. There we go. Got them back. We don't have to wait 15 seconds for the drop. It's just 2.5 seconds, done. Okay, Piercing Volley I think is the way to go here. We just don't want anything that's going to mess up our attack. Flurry Shot and Triple Shot can. Piercing Volley, not only is that helpful for a number of different reasons against, yeah, we'll do it. We'll have to call in Sisyphus to get some heals right after this, but that's fine. Chaos is always worth it.
I'm back here.
Not only is Piercing Volley not going to mess up our attack, but it will also hopefully rip down some armor. Okay. Flayed Affluence is probably the simplest and easiest one, but here's the thing. This whole Enshrouded Eclipse thing, I kind of want to take this just to show you what you can do when you have Fated Authority instead of Fated Persuasion with the Enshrouded bonus. And it's not really going to hurt us because we have a shop, the boss room, the mid-chamber, and then proceeding through. Like, this literally won't affect us at all if we take Enshrouded Eclipse. And the bonus Darkness could help heal us in between boss chambers, so we'll take that. But what I'm going to show you, here's the thing. If you have Fated Authority, you can reroll room rewards. If you can't see what that room reward is, there's no point in doing that. But what it can do is it can show you this. See how it says unalterable at the bottom there? I have to pause to make sure that the timer doesn't tick down. If it shows unalterable, that means you can't reroll that room reward. That means it is one of 3 things. A boss chamber, a shop, or one of your friends, like Eurydice, Patroclus, Sisyphus. So if you're going through a region and you get this Enshrouded Curse, and you see one of the 2 room rewards is unalterable, chances are that means that that's a room where you're not going to face an encounter, you're instead going to get a shop or a friend. So that is a way that even if you take that Enshroud bonus, if you have Fated Authority, not Fated Persuasion, you can actually get around that curse a little bit. It's more powerful than it seems. Okay, Aphrodite would potentially give us Parting Shot. Let's go for it.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, didn't get it. That's unfortunate. I want to save my special open for Artemis. Broken Resolve, I guess. Oh, perfect, and we can heal up a little bit there. Excellent. And stand in the fire. Brilliant. Okay, we actually got a lot in Asphodel, though. That's really helpful. We got, the only thing that we didn't get that could have been helpful is Eurydice, but I will not complain about that. We got way more than I expected us to. We got Quick Reload, with that reduced drop time. That's going to be really helpful, especially against Lurny. We got Artemis, all the prerequisites that we need for Fully Loaded. We got one of the Daedalus Hammers, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We got another Chaos Gate. Not that that one's really going to be very helpful, but we did get it. We got a Steam achievement. Yeah, we got lots. That's great. And yeah, having Exit Wounds really helps, especially with Quick Draw, because now we can just fire all 3 of them into one, and Exit Wounds will finish them off. Done. And we saved some time this time around. We got through that in about 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
Lovely chatting with you, Lurny dear.
Not bad. So, with that... nope, definitely don't want to purge any of those. Ooh, Braid of Atlas could be good, but we don't have the Obol, and I don't want to purge anything, so no. Okay, if we didn't have Quick Reload, I would consider taking the Lambent Plume, but because we do, we don't need it. We have the prerequisites for Fully Loaded, which is great. That's, where is Hermes? Hermes, there we go. Yeah, so if we can get Greater Recall, that would really help us, because if we fire and we miss, or if something dislodges, we can just have those come right back to us. We don't have to retrieve them. And we do have the prerequisite we need for that, so that's great. Now, what do we want for a keepsake? We could... here's the thing. I want Artemis. Because I want either Deadly Flourish to open the door to Mirage Shot, or Fully Loaded. If I force Aphrodite or Athena to get Crush Shot, Parting Shot, there's no guarantee I'm going to get it for one, but for another, there's not really anything else I need from these gods anymore. Same with Poseidon, except for maybe Razor Shoals if I want to get Privileged Status. I really just want to get as much Artemis as I can right now, until I get Fully Loaded in Mirage Shot. So I think in the meantime, I'm going to take the Cosmic Egg, and see if we come across any more Chaos Gates.
Enough of this place.
There we go, and the Enshrouded Curse is already expired, and we never actually lost anything for that. But yeah, if we come across more Chaos Gates, you know, we could potentially get a Chaos Shot and increase our cast damage, or a Chaos Grasp and get more casts. Okay, yeah, let's go Hermes. See if we can get greater recall. If we can't, maybe we can get it in sticks. And if we don't get it at all, it's not a huge deal. But it would be handy to have for sure. And boom. And you can just, do you want to... Nope. Okay, fine. There it is. waited for me to reload. Okay, didn't get it. That's fine. Greater haste, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Let's take the obol, actually, because we are really thin, and if we come across a shop, we're going to want to make sure we have enough to be able to afford something. We've spent a lot of obol already, especially considering we purged a legendary. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I was aiming at. Shoot. And this is where greater recall would come in handy, because I don't know where the cast is. I'm missing one somewhere. Oh, there it is. No, I got it back. Okay. Deal with this thing right now. No, no, no. No flame wheels. Or no flame chariots. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're alright. I'm actually going to call down Sisyphus because I need some healing. There we go. That's a nice top-up. Get a bit of a discount on another one if I want. What's up ahead? Ooh, Artemis and Aphrodite. That could give us fully loaded. We can get legendaries, we just can't get duos. So we'll definitely take that. So, in that case... No, we're not going to bother with any of these. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, I'm going to start with Aphrodite because she's easier to deal with than Artemis.
I knew your heart was true.
Blown Kiss! I didn't think this was possible. Every single time I've done this build, I've never once been offered this, but that's excellent. First hit bonus damage plus 50%, and it shoots farther? That's great! Oh, I only wish I could have gotten this on some of my previous builds now.
Didn't have much choice.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Just a little bit bonus range there. That's great. Especially with the Tempest Strike, that works really well with that, actually. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I'm not playing as well as I could today, but we're doing alright. We'll be fine. There's no question we're going to clear the run. It's just a matter of how close is it going to be. Okay, deal with that thing, please. No. Can these great bows go away, please? I don't like them. Oh, really? Come on. Nope. Denied. There we go. Got it. Okay, what do we got? Please, please, please. No fully loaded. But I'll take Deadly Flourish. That gives us the prerequisite for... Oh, we don't have enough obol for a boon. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a gold urn in the shop. No! I'm sad now. Darn, I should have maybe called down Sisyphus in the last chamber, then we could afford this. But, okay. Athena. You know what? I'm going to reroll this. We got the authorities. There we go, Artemis. Let's see if we get either fully loaded or Mirage shot. We got two options here. That's better than Athena's one option. I guess Deathless Stand or Last Stand could potentially be useful, considering we have lost to Death Defiance now, but I honestly don't even think we're going to need to worry about that. We might not lose another one, unless I'm stupid. Which is... I don't want to say that's not true. I've definitely played worse than this before. Like that. I hate Great Shield so much, man. That would have taken him down if he hadn't blocked it. And then I wouldn't have...
Keep my soul for now, thanks.
And didn't even get the... Lovely. Okay. Clean kill, I guess. Not that it matters. Pressure points does work with that, but... Hate Great Shields. Least favorite enemy.
Keep them coming.
Oh, shoot. And boom. Done. That's not what I thought that was. Okay, let's take you out. Good. Really? How did that flame wheel not blow itself up? There we go. We got it.
Something.
Exit wounds. Done.
I can't.
Ooh, Prometheus Stone. We can afford it and still get a boon in the next shop, so let's go for it.
I'll take
Why not?
this one.
I'm actually going to take the Centaur Heart. Hey, isn't that lovely?
No one's here.
Palms. I don't need Daedalus. Lovely, flame wheels. It's okay, as long as we... Too dumb about this. We'll be fine. Go. There we go.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet? That one's real.
I think I missed one there, but didn't have much choice. Oh, I hate Great Shield so much. I hate them so much. How did you get all the way over there? There we go. We're good. Crush shot, 278. Great. Ooh, okay. Free Aphrodite. Let's see if we get parting shot.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Again? Fine. Okay. This actually could potentially be really useful against Theseus and Asterius. We can turn them against each other if we get lucky. Oh, this is where Greater Recall would really come in handy. Nope. Oh. Where's my casts? There they are. Oh, okay. Phew. It's a good thing we got the darkness and the obel called down there. I think that's what interrupted his charge, so that's not bad. Nice. Not nice. Very nice. Not bad. Yeah, this is the only problem with charming him, is that every time I do, he's going to charge up the exact same attack every time. Yeah, take that. Charming Theseus, on the other hand, just makes him drive like he's drunk. Start zigzagging all over the place. Alright, let's just do this, and there we go. Oh, that was dumb. Ah, you suck. Worse than Great Shields. You're done now, though. There we go. Exit Wounds did its job.
That's one champion unseated.
Okay, Theseus is down.
You shades enjoy yourselves.
Alright. It depends. Hold on.
20 boons worth giving.
Unhealthy fixation could actually screw us up. Against Hades in particular, it could actually screw us up. And here's the thing. If Hermes is being offered in the shop, then unhealthy fixation, purging this gives us enough obol to get close to being able to buy the Hermes boon, and if we get greater recall,
Feel cleaner already.
could be worth it. But I do think we gotta take the Skelly Tooth, just because we lost a lot more than I
Elysium.
thought we would in Elysium. Stupid Great Shields, man. I can blame it on the Great Shields, but the truth is I could just be playing better too. Alright, let's see what's available. Hermes? Hermes! Alright. We also have Aphrodite in the shop, but we also have Athena over here. We've got Artemis. Let's start with Athena. And if we get Parting Shot, that's great. If we don't, maybe we can take Last Stand or Deathless Stand, get back our Lost Death Defiances. Then we'll take Artemis, since Artemis was being offered as well. And depending on our timing, we may take a third chamber, even if we do get the Satyr Sack in the second. We'll see. I'm not totally decided yet. Depends on how good we're doing for time and how good our build is. Not great. There we go. Okay. Not great. There we go. How many more Sisyphus calls do we have? 1. Okay, we're gonna save that. Lovely. Really? Oh my gosh. I said we're gonna save that. I might not have a choice. I might just have to call in Sisyphus. If only just to get rid of the poison on the ground if I'm unable to avoid it. Oh, I hate this thing so much. Not as much as Great Shields, but they're a close second. There we go. Please?
Ugh, those things.
Really? Okay, Blinding Flash will give us privileged status, so we'll take that. We're gonna take Hermes.
That's quite a stash there.
Yeah, greater recall. Let's go. Let's go. That'll make things a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. We don't have to retrieve the casts anymore. We can just fire them and let them come right back to us. And if they... There we go. Now, if it's going to save us time, we'll definitely pick them up ourselves, but in a situation like this, where, you know, retrieving them may potentially lead us walking into poison that we don't want to do, then great, we'll just let them come right back to us. Especially against Hades, where we'll possibly need to be keeping our distance. Oh, you know what, I'm going to call down Sisyphus here, because if there's something in the shop that we want, I want to make sure we've got the obol to afford it. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, well, I'll just take the life essence, I guess. We don't really need anything else for obol. Unless we want to buy that Aphrodite boon from the shop, but I don't think we're going to get enough obol to buy that no matter what we do. Unless we end up not getting the Satyr Sack in this chamber here. Oh no. Okay, we're actually in a bit of trouble now, because we're really short on time. Which means we need to play fast and loose. We cannot spend time messing around. We just need to get this done. Because this is bad. I'm not worried about the amount of damage we're taking as much as I am the amount of time we have now.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, you're kidding me. Seriously? Not a single duo boon offered so far. That is awful. No.
Something else.
One more.
What else we got?
Go for it. There we go. Artemis.
It's no use.
Just under 6 minutes. Ah. Ah! That was sloppy. Please, please, please.
What, seriously?
That's fine, so I don't really care about that. We'll take the cast, though. There we go. Bonus cast will really help. Please. I think we found a Satyr Sack.
No use.
We did. Perfect. Okay.
Chamber. In the name of
We
Hades.
don't have enough opal to buy anything from the shops. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Not a single... Okay. Hunter's Mark. We don't have enough opal to buy the boon from the shop, so we just gotta go.
You hungry, Cerberus? I bet you are. Each
5 minutes. That's tight.
See you, boy.
If we could have just could have gotten parting shot or mirage shot earlier, we would have saved so much time. I also spent way, way, way too long in Tartarus with those Erebus gates.
One last bit of business to take care of then.
Probably could have cleared Tartarus in 3 or 4 minutes, and instead it took almost 7. And those 3 minutes now saved would have been a huge, huge deal. Instead, we're kind of stuck with what we got here. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah. Okay. I think we can still pull this off. But I have to also completely ignore... Lovely. Really? That got the casts? Okay. Oh, come on. I have to completely ignore his minions unless it's a situation like this where he's shielded, but for the most part... Even if I just had parting shot right now, that would have made this so much easier. But quick drop and greater recall does make a big difference, because it doesn't matter where he runs. I can fire my casts at him. Ah, there we go, got him. I can fire my casts at him, let them dislodge, and they'll come back to me. And I just have to hope that I can do enough damage to him in the 3.5 minutes we have left to finish him off. Oops.
Not yet. Restore my strength.
Lovely. Appreciate it if you didn't use stall tactics and stall attacks for this. I'm going to save Athena's aid for Cerberus. Got him. Okay. 2.5 minutes to clear his third phase. I think we're okay.
You asked for this. Darkness.
Oh! Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Just have to make sure that my timing is on point and that I'm reading his attacks properly. Oh, what? What did I get hit with? How did I get hit with that? It's like a trap spawned in and at the same time it detonated and hit me with it. No, 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 no! Oh. Okay. Oh. Where is he? Where is he? I think we're good. Done.
Blast.
Phew! Okay, that was down to the wire.
I'll get you yet.
Oh.
I did it.
That was not fun. Jeez, look how many boons we have. And that was how close of a call that was. So, okay. The only reason it took as long as it did was quite literally just because we got really unlucky. Well, not really unlucky, sorry. We spent way too much time in Tartarus with the 2 Erebus gates. And we're just kind of messing around a little bit. We were doing things like we took some Curses of Chaos that gave us bonus enemies to fight. We made some poor decisions in terms of... sorry, I shouldn't include you in my bad decision-making. I made some poor decisions in what curses to take and how much time I was spending. But we also got pretty unlucky in the fact that we had prerequisites for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had prerequisites for 5 duo boons, and we didn't even get offered 1. We did get offered a legendary, but it was the same legendary twice, and we purged it both times. We did not get fully loaded. We did get greater recall, and we did get quick drop, which helped significantly. But I would have rather had Mirage Shot, Parting Shot, or fully loaded. Hera can be very, very fun, but it is somewhat reliant on some fairly high rarity boons. But honestly, this worked. It wasn't great, but it worked, so we'll take it. So out of what we have here, what would we say is the requirements for the clear? Crush Shot, obviously, and the aspect. I would actually say... Where is it? Quick reload with greater recall and exit wounds. This is actually the build. This is what got us through Hades. You know, we're firing 4 shots. We did have a Prometheus Stone, each dealing 278 damage. We did have Blinding Flash, which helped to apply Privilege Status and Sweet Surrender, so we did have some percentage increases that worked with Crush Shot as well. But yeah, firing our casts with our attack that dealt roughly 300 damage each, so, you know, that's around 1,200 damage per volley. They drop within 2.5 seconds. Each time that they do and dislodge, they deal an extra 140 damage, and then they come right back to us. So that's that is arguably the build. This is not the build I wanted to show. I wanted to show Mirage Shot and Parting Shot. But we'll take this. Quick reload, greater recall works too. So that is one of many, many, many Hera Bow builds that are honestly a lot better than this one. This is kind of... I'm glad we got Blown Kiss, though. That's kind of cool. I didn't think you could, because every time I try this build, I never get it with Hera. Like, imagine that, but twice the number of bursts. Actually, more than that. 3 times the number of bursts, because if we had fully loaded, that's 6 casts, and with Mirage Shot, that would be 12 little blasts that would be dealing. Now, half of them would only do 30% of the damage, but still. That's what I really wanted. And then, if you get Parting Shot as well, and you get the backstab damage, it's lots of fun. So, that is Hera Bow Crush Shot. Done poorly. But anyway, we'll leave it at that, so thanks for tuning in. See you next time.